All right, everybody, it's that time. Welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 913 on this beautiful, what is it? Tuesday evening. It is Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. It is the night we give you those techniques, those skills, those, what do I want to say? The skills that pays the bills, guys. This is what helps you get that pass notice. And we are glad that you all decided to be here because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here. And that's what's going to take. It's going to take being consistent with your studying. It's going to be consistent with the program. It's going to be consistency and just learning the language. If you want to learn a new language, guess what? You got to be consistent with it. You got to be involved. You got to be immersed. It has to be what you're, going to put that all in your life day to day. So that way, that's what helps you learn. So my name is Andy. I'm the guy that runs the back office over here at KonaButterflyz, but you're not here for me. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know. So that way you too can get a pass notice. And we're looking at that hot summer, right? The hot pass summer.
Yes.
We had a lot of passers yesterday. We talked about them. We had them through the weekend. Guys, we had more comments and people asking about talking about Q banks. Guys, Q banks and the May 28th thing with we are officially into that new T+1, T+2. It is the hot topic now.
It's the only thing that changes.
T+4
still exists as is. Everything else exists as is.
I know that somebody asked about it, and while you should have been on the brew, we covered it in depth. You got to be on Kona. They're like, well, what about my program that I'm doing? I don't know about your program. I don't know why that's why you use an inferior stuff. Come over to Kona. You don't have to worry about these, and you don't have to worry about calling me because we cover it. It's already updated, already new. Check it out. It's not that difficult, but it is on the new test now. So the FINRA exams have been updated as of today.
Yes.
So there you go. Look for that T+1. T+1.
Regular way settlement.
That's it. Not a big deal. Anyways, in the Kona study guides. All right, let's get this thing going, Brandy. I want to do some test taking techniques. We are winding down the month. We are at month end. I know a lot of you guys are going through it. Just getting focused on ending out the month hot, going into the next month even hotter. And you studying sometimes takes a back seat.
Mm-hmm.
I know that. Do you know why? Because you got to pay them bills. And I know you want to pay them bills. And you know what? The best way to pay them bills and get your study on is join us over with KonaButterflyz. We got the 21-day plans that can be done at any time, any day, any hour that you decide to go through those courses, and then just be on those live sessions. They're only an hour long. Brandy's going over nothing but test prep this whole entire week, and that's it. We're just doing test prep. That's it. How did go take a test? How do we go through it? How do we do the keywords? How do we do the techniques? How do I stay on track? All the little things. Going over it all week long, just test preparation. Look, I know there's a lot of people out there that do what they say they do like us, but they don't, because you know what? They just do content. We're the only ones with original content, audios, videos, doing our own thing, study guides. We ain't taking it from nobody else's study prep. We're not copying anybody. We're not getting paid to read you some other book that we didn't even write. No, we got our own stuff. So if you want to check it out, we got all that available. Scan the QR codes, hit the links in the chat. We have the Kona Academy starting next week. So if you want to do the guided program, you don't want to do the 21-day, you don't want to do self-guided, you're like, I need someone to be with me. I got you. It's on SIE only, but we start that next week. So you want to make sure you're in on that. Study guides, ebook, SIE 6, 63, interactive. It's awesome, especially if you're a member. They are interactive. They have video descriptions. Check them out for the SIE 6 and 63. Not there yet, but we'll get there. Kona community Discord never closes. Check out all the awesome community guys. There's a study group that meets right before we get on, about 2 hours. They go through quizzes together. They do all the stuff Kona way. Check it out. They're on there. We got all kinds of other free stuff available on there. We got the YouTubes. We got replays. We got all kinds of free information just waiting for you to go grab it, go have fun with it, get into a study community, join some friends, have some friends. And and we're all there for a common purpose, elevation.
That's right.
And positive mental attitude. 951-290-377. That's where you can call me or text me. We got it on, we got an Instagram, we got Telegram. All right. Reminder tomorrow, we have no member live sessions tomorrow, but we will be back for the Studying Brew in the evening. This is our weekly. This is our week that we do take that Wednesday off, but we're doing test prep nothing but all week. So if you have the time set aside already, guess what? It's time to go
quiz.
It's time to go check out all that Kona stuff that we got available in the archives. As a member, you get to go through all that stuff. We got hours and hours of stuff and education. Brand, you are not a good salesperson.
Nope.
No, you're not. But we have that available over there on Kona on the Patreon. So check it out. Use that time wisely. It's already set aside.
Yes.
All right. See you at the Studying Brew tomorrow night, though.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Test taking techniques Tuesday. We got techniques. That's right. These are the skills that pays the bills. Guys, we got rules of test taking techniques Tuesday. So if you're brand new, here's the rules. Rule number 1, you're not allowed to ask, what exam did that question come from? I don't want you caught up in the difficulties. You're like, ooh, that looks tough. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Ooh, is that one for my exam? Guys, you guys get so caught up on all the stuff. If it's difficult, am I supposed to know this? Look, you're supposed to know all of the techniques and strategies. Guys, they're all going to help. It doesn't matter what they throw at you. It doesn't matter if it's an MLO exam. It doesn't matter if it's a tattooing exam. Don't matter if it's for your MBA. If it's a multiple choice exam, we're trying to make you master it, just passing it. Just a way to just break down questions, get them to the 50-50 shot, looking for patterns, looking for opposites, looking for all that stuff. So pay attention to what Brandy does on the screen. And then how do we get good at all that? Rule number 2, we go practice. We want you to do a 10-question
flash quiz.
10 questions, 10 minutes, 1 minute of thought, just going through it, practicing those skills, those drills, those techniques, all that stuff, just getting it. Look, I know you're probably going to do lousy at it. I don't care. Do you know what the base for any kind of success? Failure. If you don't have failure, you're not going to win. You're not going to have success, period. So when you see failure, when you see you're not doing so well, when you see that you're doing lousy, guess what? That's the base and foundation for success. You cannot have that skyscraper of success without that. So be glad that you're building that foundation, that basement, that ground floor of what it needs to be. You're just going to practice, you're going to drill, and you're going to get better and better and better until you just master that thing. And you're just like, you know what? I didn't realize how easy these questions really were. Like our pastor, James Lee, was.
Yes.
How Rockline just passed all her exams, SIE, all the way through the 65. Y'all, we had a lot of people just, all they do is they just technique it out. It ain't that hard, but it is that hard if you're not open-minded to it. So Let's get to it. We always read answers first because it leads to reading the question with intent, and Brandy is going to break it down. So let's go.
All right, guys. So I have passive management, technical management, active management, fundamental management. So yes,
passive management. I love passive management.
So I got passive and active.
Passive management is my favorite kind of management.
Just sit back and let it.
I manage people who do it for me, and I don't really do it.
Yeah. And then I have technical and I have fundamental. Right?
Yep.
Okay. Passive and active are opposite of each other, and technical and fundamental are opposite of each other.
Yes, they are.
Right?
Right.
Okay. I don't really know where to go.
So I don't either.
I'm going to look at the question. The question says, an advisor that seeks to outperform a market index such as the S&P 500 is said to be engaged in. I don't know about you guys, but that seems pretty darn active to me.
Yeah, it screams active. Right? If you're trying to outperform everybody, are you just being passive?
You're not being passive.
You're definitely not being technical. We all know those technical nerds. They can't stop asking questions.
Gosh. Take umbrage.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to offend you.
Is that the right word?
Didn't mean to offend you. But we all know that active person who's just constantly moving, just going.
Hey, I hit both. All right.
It's definitely not basic.
Yeah. No.
They're technical nerds. You know who they are.
Next.
I say it with love.
Prohibited as an exaggerated claim.
Yes.
Permissible because Jack is enrolled in an appropriate education program.
as an opposite of unappropriate.
That's pretty funny. Prohibited as a conflict of fundamentals. Huh?
We got that fundamentals have been hitting there again.
But have you guys ever heard of a conflict of fundamentals? Wouldn't that just be a conflict?
I guess.
And then permissible because designations are not licenses. So does that mean I could just tack on any letters at the end of my name just to make me look cool?
I guess that's what that means. I got the cool thing on the door. Do
Letters
you have a cool thing on the door?
at the end. Brandy ABC.
What is that? I don't know.
I don't know. So it looks good. Just pick all the letters that look cool in the alphabet.
Am assistant to the AFO, CFO, and the EFO to the DFO.
Yeah, all I know is that there's a certified financial planner in this question,
Yes,
right?
trademark, by the way.
Okay, so let's find out what Jack did. Okay, he's already a registered investment advisor. Right on, cool. Will take the CFP exam when it's offered in 2 months. He is currently enrolled in an educational program to prepare for the exam. He has just ran out of business cards.
Oh,
That sucks.
bummer.
Who uses them anymore? Because he is confident that he will pass the exam through diligent study using Kona.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Jack begins to use his new business cards with the letters CFP registered trademark following his name. This would be, bro, you can't do that. You haven't
listen, Brandy, listen. Why you got to be a cop about this? Look, I went to medical school. I got close enough. I'm practically an MD. I'll put that on my business card.
Look, just because you're enrolled in the program,
hey, I did some homework.
Please don't cut me open.
I did some homework. It's close enough.
We still don't know what fundamentals are.
Yeah,
no, man.
I mean, we could just common sense. You can't put that on your card. It doesn't matter.
Can't.
Bro is not a pro yet. Dude, but but I will say this. I want to know, and this is not on the exam, so don't get all crazy. But I want to know. I feel like even though it's not a business card, I feel in the same vein when people say they're a financial advisor rep or they're a financial advisor on Instagram and they have never passed the exam.
Yeah.
Bro, you're a life insurance agent. You're a certified life insurance agent. You're not a financial advisor yet. You can't say that.
Correct.
That's an exaggeration. Earn the title, bro.
Yeah. Those of us who have the title are like,
no, you didn't pass no exam. As they take that video of them in their reel, in their Camry. Come on, man. I ain't hating on your Camry, but I'm just saying.
All right. Small cap, mid cap, large cap. Small cap, mid cap, jumbo cap. Huh? What? Wait, okay. When did we skip large?
I don't know.
I feel like it would go small, mid, large, jumbo. There's no large. Small, larger, largest.
I feel like this is your local McDonald's. Like, when did medium become large?
Dude, Panda
and then
Express.
Large is now jumbo. Oh, Panda Express, dude. Hey, we don't have any investments in Panda.
No, I don't. No. I asked for a medium and they handed me a pitcher.
It's not a pitcher. You should ask for the large.
Like, nope.
Picture time, Brandy. Yeah.
Oh, micro, mini, large. Again, micro, mini. Where's the small? Okay, I think we can look at this.
I'm just saying.
I'm with you, Tim. This one makes the most sense.
I'm just saying you don't go from one day wearing a small shirt all the way to being a double X. Like there was levels to your growth.
Right, and that's small, medium, large.
Yes.
Yes, we all know that from sizes, right? I mean, we knew that, right? When an analyst discusses grouping companies by market capitalization.
By the way, answered before we saw the question.
Yeah, we
and
see
look,
the happy face. I didn't circle it.
This is where you get this one wrong because you guys would have read the question first. Then you would have been confused on all of it because you would have been trying to overcomplicate it when it was simply a Goldilocks story.
But micro cap is less than $2 billion.
No, all unnecessary.
What did I tell you guys? The one that's $1 trillion now? Mega. See, Mega's not even on here.
It's the Meg. You should just call it the Meg.
The Meg. That's $1 trillion. Both allow securities to be sold to individual and institutional investors. Both may use the services of investment bankers to facilitate the sale of securities. Both are methods of offering securities to sell. Okay, okay, what you guys ever had those days where words just are letters that are sounding like rambling?
Yes.
That's today. Both blah blah, but D has not only one number, but it's got another. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel like breaking this down. I don't feel like doing the work, but there's only
I don't feel like
one
doing it either.
answer choice that has numbers in it. And I'm gonna maybe look at
We're
the
at the end of the exam.
right. I got a public and a private placement, which of the following is false. I know that if I'm public, that just the
Just mark it.
numbers. Yeah.
Just mark it.
Just
But I want to know how they say it because it might be on the exam this way. Nope, it won't. Nope, it won't. Save a tree. Stop writing down questions from QBanks.
guys, it's public and private. They're not gonna both.
Start understanding the concept, less about the question.
Yeah. Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna skip to the fact that that says FINRA, and that says the SEC. I'm gonna see that that says mandated, and that says mandated. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the question, and the question is gonna say something about like,
Yeah.
the statement, these securities have not been approved or disapproved, nor have any representations been made about the accuracy and the adequacy of this information. Is.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a disclaimer. Now, why would I put that on my preliminary? I'm just gonna put it on the final. Nobody's reading that preliminary prospectus anyways. Oops, I forgot my circle.
That's not true. There's a guy named Eric. He will read that.
As we have learned.
As we have learned.
Yeah.
He's all, I know you guys want to leave here before lunch, but I'm just letting you know, you just dropped this off. We ain't leaving anywhere for at least another 8 hours because I'm going to read this front to back.
Bro, read that on your own time. You know what I've told
No,
people?
no, it's fine. I'll be done in 8.
You know, in securities worlds, we have to give our, the prospectus, the summary prospectus and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I've told people, if you are having trouble sleeping at night, this is a good material to read.
Everybody says they'll read it until you see a real prospectus.
Dude, those things are like 30 pages.
Oh, and it's all 8-point font.
Ugh.
You think I'm joking? It's 8-point font.
Except for fun fact, if you're, want some free content tonight, except for this statement. This statement actually has to be bold, italicized in a bigger font on the front page of the final prospectus as mandated by the SEC.
Might be 18 point.
It just has to be bigger. All right. What educational degrees the account holder has earned? I don't even know if that's a question.
What educational degrees the account holder?
I don't think I've asked. I don't think I've ever asked. Names of all persons who have access to the account. Ooh, that's important.
That is super important.
Like, I don't know what this question is asking, but I know that's important. I gotta know who I'm gonna be talking to.
Names and addresses of at least 2 of the prospective customers' neighbors as personal references.
What?
By the way, since we're doing here businesses, I need some references and potential people I can see right after you.
I don't know if investing needs to have some sort of like personal, like, I don't even know if I could give you the numbers of 2 of my neighbors.
I know you can't. I know I can, but you can't.
Anyways, names of the other broker-dealer firms already holding accounts for the prospective customer. Now, I might say that this is important, but if I have to pick one thing from this list, just based on A being okay, C being weird, and D being somewhat important, I feel like B is the most important. Right? And maybe this is the least important, if not at all. Right? Okay. Question. Which of the following is among the items of information that must be entered on a new account form?
Well, B is the most important.
Yeah. And guys, you might say, well, aren't we supposed to ask if you guys are doing content? Aren't we supposed to ask about the other investments? Yeah, but we don't have to know the names of the firms that they're with. We just have to ask.
And is it on there?
I don't know.
Mm.
But the most important is the access.
Yeah, that is most important.
Oh, that's it.
And sometimes that's all it comes down to is when you see your answers, you're going to have to pick the one that is most,
The more right.
the more rightest, the more righteous, the more right,
The more rightest. I like that
the
better.
more rightest,
Rightest answer.
not the most wrongest.
No.
The most rightest.
What's the rightest?
And that's what it comes down to. Because there's going to be sometimes it looks like, ooh, that one's right too. We'll pick the one that's more,
Righter.
a little more rightest.
Righter.
The more the writer of the right.
And that's RIGHTER. We are make words up here.
There's the easy right, and then there's like the hard right. You want the hard right. Like definitely going right. All right. I think I made the point.
All right.
T then. Guys, it's just one of those things where you're just gonna have to be in the questions. And I say it and I say it and I say it and I'll say it and I'll say it again and I'll say it another time. I'll say it again and I'll say it again. And then it doesn't matter how many times I say it. There's going to be somebody who goes to the real exam and they're going to say this. Every week I get this. Did you know that the questions on the exam look nothing like the ones in the Q bank?
You don't say.
If I can only have a t-shirt that says that. Guys, stop trying to memorize. Stop trying to learn the language in which these Q bank people have written these. It's nothing like the real exam. It's nothing like the real exam. It's nothing like the real exam. The only thing that is like the real exam are the key words that we're trying to have you guys focus on.
Boom, boom.
Those are universal. They will be in there. They're in the FINRA outline. They're in the NASA outline. Therefore, they have to be mentioned in the questions. They have to be tested upon, and you have to know at least the concepts, and you have to know at least what they go with and how they work. Meaning, if I see peanut butter and jelly, I know I'm thinking of a sandwich. Why? Because they're all linked together.
But I put my peanut butter and jelly on. That's
when I call you a technical nerd. Stop being that person. Be more peanut butter jelly sandwich person.
Put it on my hamburger.
Stop overcomplicating it. Stop overcomplicating it. Make it simple. Keep it easy. Keep it simple. Keep it clear. Just keep it simple. I don't know how else to say it, but guys, that's the way around. And you're only going to get good at it with practice.
Should I think of all the possible combinations?
No, you shouldn't. No, because for the test, we're just doing peanut butter and jelly as a sandwich. If you love that and you want to list it for funsies after you pass, then go do that. You can be like Bubba and Forrest Gump, just listing all them shrimp combinations all into your sleep. Just talking about shrimp salads, shrimp taco, shrimp. Just go with it. Do it all day. But until you pass, keep it super simple. Just keep it simple. And that's it.
Yes.
And keep practicing, guys. That is the way you got to do it. Keep consistent, keep it simple, and just keep at it.
A wise man once said, this is the way.
No member sessions tomorrow. We'll be back. Same bat time, same bat channel for the Studying Brew. We're going to do free content Wednesday tomorrow. So make sure to be here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PMA. Everybody have a great night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super appreciate you. Welcome, new members. And practice in your flash quizzes these techniques in the Kona catchphrase from yesterday. We will see you guys tomorrow.